time to talk that shit.
It's We Believe Green, baby.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sean786. What is good, my people? What is good? Let me just make sure the audio is good. What is going on, man? Listen, 2023, we're out here talking that shit. We're never ever gonna stop talking that shit. Let me pull up the chat. And yes, guys, listen, I'm still using Melon. I don't give a shit whatever you guys say. I'm still using Melon. Let me know if my audio is good. First of all, let me know if the lighting's good. I don't want to be like dark like Dirt Griggity and that. Come on, the lighting needs to be decent. If it's too much, let me know. Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are from around the world, please hit that like button. I know this is a bit early. I'm Al Kafaji. What's going on, my G? I hope you well. We got One Trick Pony in the chat. We got Dirt Griggity, Paul Howard. Let's talk that shit. Ben X Morgan. What is going on, my G? It's been a minute, player. Hope you've been well, man. Ben X, man. Hope you One Trick Pony. Don't start that shit. Do not start that shit. One Trick Pony, I'm coming for you, player. Do not start that shit. Bavary 90, my detective out there. Shout out to Bavary 90, man, looking after me and that when it comes to talking that shit. I'm glad that Ben X Morgan, you're doing well. It's been a minute. I know I'm not sitting in the chat, but Josh Moore, what is going on, my killer? What's going on, killer? I know you guys got to go to work, and I've finished work. I've done my work, so I don't give a shit. Six Layer, what's good, my G? What is good? Paul Grant, Far Q, what is good? He said F Melon. Your Far Q, don't start that shit, player. Do not start that shit. Anyway, guys, welcome to TTMS special number 6. I'm doing very well, player. Shout out to you, man. I'm doing good. Listen, I absolutely love. Look, the forgotten one, first of all. I love talking that shit. And I know you guys in the chat love talking that shit. And we're going to be talking that shit today. And I can't wait for this. Listen, it's incredible to see what Elden Ring has done to these PlayStation bangers. They talk about being PlayStation bangers. That's what we're talking about today. Bangers. And guys, when it comes to TTMS, I've got the pony tears. The pony teas are in here right now, guys. When I have a sip of this, it gives me that extra boost to talk that shit. Now, guys, some may be new to the podcast. Nola Origins, what's going on, my G? Some may be new to the podcast, or maybe the first time watching the TTMS. You must be, Sean, these are pony tears. How do you contain pony tears? Because it's so salty. All of that sodium. Now, guys, listen. This shit's made from fucking Batman, Bruce Wayne. It contains the ponytail, regardless of the sodium, the level of sodium, the salt in it. This shit contains the ponytails, and I fucking love it. Anthony, what's going on, my G? What's going on, my G? Hope you guys are well. Straight up. The lighting looks a bit off. Was it just me? Fuck, it is what it is. Let me change it 1 second, guys. I think that's better. Who gives a shit? Now, Elden Ring. First of all, hit that like button. Yeah, Ben X Smoking, that shit's awesome. I got listen, when the Activision deal closes, I got something special. Something very special, guys. I'm waiting for that day to happen. Hopefully, we'll talk about that on TTS this Friday. Now, Jiggity, what's going on, my G? Because fuck these ponies. Talk that shit. What's going on, Dev? Elden Ring, guys. When we did the stream for the Game Awards on Dirt Griggity's channel, a lot of people, including myself, the show was okay, it was mid. Everybody in the chat, including yourself, was like, this show's not that good. Then all of a sudden, right at the end, Elden Ring versus God of War. Elden Ring slapped the shit out of the fucking God of War. So Kratos, you're a has-been. Kratos, you ain't shit, motherfucker. You think you can compete with me, Kratos? You're a bitch. You can't even jump anymore. The reason why you can't jump anymore is because you got bad knees. And everybody said that show was a 10 out of 10. And I love it, you fucking bots. I love it. Talk that shit. When a PlayStation game gets annihilated, we should talk that shit. PlayStation ponies do the same. If that happened to us, so whenever that happens, when we get an opportunity, that PlayStation game gets annihilated, we're gonna annihilate them, but we're gonna be talking that shit. Paul Grant goes, his legs are broken. Talk that shit, player. Talk that shit. Now, you guys must be thinking, Elden Ring. Why are you talking about Elden Ring Game of the Year? Guys, listen to me. What Elden Ring did this year and continued, is still doing it in 2023, player. We're gonna start with, first of all, let me pull this up here. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me organize this shit. Let's try to get it better. What the fuck's going on here? There we go. Is that better? Let's see what's the better one. We'll leave it here. This might be better. 1 second. Melon. Nah, I don't like that. We'll go here. Now, guys, look, as you can see, Elden Ring has passed The Last of Us 2 to become the most awarded game ever. Ever. Currently, it's incredible. This game's on what was it? 323 Game of the Year awards. It's taken the #1 spot. Shout out to From Software, first of all. Shout out to them guys, man. Listen, guys, now. Melon's Finest is live, yo. Talk that shit, Dirk Ricky. What's going on, man? G? Hope you well. Doom Reaper, what's good? What's good? Now, talking about this, let's start this from the beginning. Let me remove this for a second. I'll come back to this. Let's go back to the beginning of 2022. It was February and that. Our PlayStation banger. We started. Elden Ring destroyed 3 fucking PlayStation. Where is it? My fingers. 3 PlayStation bangers. Well, 4 if you want to include that dog shit GT7, but we'll talk about that. Now, guys, going back to February 2022, in Feb, guys, you remember a game, a PlayStation banger, that boring ass bitch Aloy came out. Everybody was hyped. And when I mean by everybody, I mean these fucking ponies. They were excited for Aloy to come out. Horizon Forgotten West, that's what we're calling it right now. That game came out, they were all like, yes! Take that, you bots. Take that, you bots. That's right, King Darkest and Iron Mike talk that shit. Be about it, what's good? They go, take that shit. All of a sudden, we go, fair players, you dropped the game on that. You're going to be talking about that game, but all of a sudden, Elden Ring came. And what happened? When that shit dropped, everybody forgot about fucking Horizon Forbidden West. Halo ain't shit. Everybody forgot about that shit. Elden Ring was incredible. When it came out, it dominated the media and that. And I fucking loved it. These ponies, I'm glad you're Happy New Year, King Darkest. I hope you had a good one as well. These ponies were loving the shit. Horizon Forbidden West. Look at them graphics. Look at the open world. Look at the flying mechanics. Look at Aloy. She looks incredible. Look at her dimples and all that bullshit. Do you remember that shit? Shizno, what's good, man, G? Do you remember that shit? Look at Aloy's dimples. Look at the peach dimples, all that bullshit. Guerrilla Games, incredible. PlayStation shows up. Nobody comes in the way. But listen, they did not expect Elden Ring to come and slap the shit out of her. Slap the shit out of her. Yeah, 1 second. Peach Fuzz, 100% Bavary. Peach Fuzz. That's what they were talking about. You remember that shit, bro? You guys remember that shit? Elden Ring came and slapped the bitch like that. Bitch, get out of my way. Who the fuck do you think you are? Look, everybody must be thinking, who's Aloy? Who's Aloy, man? Everybody, Aloy is. That's who Aloy is. She's a whole Babylon. That's the best way to put it. Nobody talked about Horizon Forbidden West, including these motherfucking ponies. Ponies disappeared when Elden Ring came out. Even some ponies were saying Aloy ain't shit. Elden Ring is the one and only. A 97 Metacritic game, 96 probably right now. MJ Hernandez, what is going on, my G? Listen, guys, I enjoyed the first Horizon Forbidden West. Well, for wherever the fuck it is, Zero Dawn. But as time's gone on, I realized that that character wasn't the best. And it wasn't the best in the first one. But the second one, she ain't shit. She ain't shit. And that's why she got slammed, bitch. Halo is a boy. Yes, she's a fucking clone, whatever the fuck you want to call her. Wherever she is, she's a clone. I can't remember the fucking end of number one. And that's what we're talking about. Elden Ring came and slapped the bitch. Get the fuck out of my way. I ain't playing here. I ain't playing. I've got some receipts, but we're gonna get to that because I'm setting this up. I'm setting this up, guys. Now let me get to this shit. Where is it? It's fine. We're gonna continue now. Now, guys, King Darkers, listen. You talking about GT7? We're going to the next shit now. We are going to the next shit. Horizon Forbidden West got destroyed. Never mind your 3.6 million sales. Wherever the fucking sales, these ponies are full of shit. Full of shit, the motherfuckers. Straight up. When Horizon dropped, everybody forgot about that shit. They forgot about that shit. Justin March, the homie with a 10. Shout out to you, my homie. Hope you're well, bro. Now we move on. Like King Dark has talked about GT7 drove off a cliff. Why even bother? Why should I bring this game up? I wasn't even gonna bring the game up. Honestly, I wasn't gonna bring that shit up. That game's a disgrace. A fucking disgrace. Let's be real in that. Listen, the graphics. Now, some must be thinking, Sean, GT7 doesn't look too bad. Bro, listen. I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna move past this shit because I shouldn't be even talking about GT7. But GT7, look at this shit, guys. Look at this shit. Pull this shit up here. I'm gonna remove the screen for 1 second. You see this shit? Look at this shit here. That shit, look at that. That's versus the Nintendo Switch game. What the fuck are we doing here? GT7 on a PlayStation 5 SSD power versus a fucking Nintendo Switch game. What looks better to you? What looks better to you? Look at this shit. I can't believe this shit. Look at this. On a Nintendo Switch. That piece of shit Nintendo Switch is not even a teraflop. Versus them TT flops. What the fuck's happened to GT7? Look at this shit. I can't believe it. Look at, oh my god. I'm gonna let this play for a second, so you guys must be thinking I'm capping or some shit. I'm not joking, guys. Where's Digital Foundry? MF God Doom, what's going on, player? Melon might be dog shit there. Don't worry, we'll be on StreamYards this year. It might be the screen, it might be dog shit, bro. Let me remove that shit. Melon is dog shit. StreamYard's the best, you right there. StreamYard's the best. Play. For once, you right. It probably was running like dog shit. It is what it is. Fuck it. We're gonna continue talking that shit. POS. Why even bring up GT7? Fuck that game. Bro, you seen the way that game looks? It looks like dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. Raiden did. Happy New Year, WBG and TTS crew. Talk that shit. King Solomon, what's good? Crispy Bomb. Crispy Rambo, what's good, my G? Chi Walker goes melon over GT7. Talk that shit. Now, we talked about Horizon Forbidden West. We talked about that dog shit GT7, Craig Frismo 7. That's one of the. You're there. If you listen right now. Do you remember when they were showing GT7 as state of play? Every time we wanted to see the chase cam, third person view, they showed 5 seconds, changed the view to replay modes. They kept showing replay modes one after another. It was fucking crazy when they were showing GT7. Honestly, GT7 looks great in replay mode. Looks absolutely fantastic in replay mode. But let's be honest, when it comes to that chase cam, third person, that game looks like shit. That game's been in development for like 6, 7 years. It looks like shit. When Forza Motorsport comes out, watch what happens. Watch what happens. Now let me have some of these pony tears. Some of these pony tears right now. Let me have some of this shit. Hit that like button, guys. 60 people in here. Shout out to you homies and that. Chicken Eye, what's good, my G? Babadi, what's good? Now listen, guys. We're moving on to the big one. The big one. Game Awards. Only on Xbox. What's good, G? Hope you well. Game Awards. We know what happened at the Game Awards 2022. Everybody was talking about two games, God of War versus Elden Ring. The amount of people that were capping for God of War versus Elden Ring, it was incredible. A lot of people had the confidence. And when I mean a lot of people, I'm talking about these ponies. Talking about these, yeah, the chicken I don't worry what they play. Talking about these ponies. Listen, God of War came out this year, November something, whatever you want to call it. Now you gotta understand, Elden Ring came out in February. It came out 9 months ago. God of War came out in November, 1 month before the Game Awards. 1 month before the Game Awards. That's fresh on people's mind. Absolutely fresh. And God of War is a good game. I played it. I enjoyed the game. Great combat. The first, the middle section was kind of dog shit to me, but the third act was beautiful in that. Garcia, what's good? Muta Chucho, what's good, man? Let me get a super chat before I continue. King Darkus with the 5. I'm a fan of all these games on console, but I love the violence. TTS and Happy New Year, player. Talk that shit, bro. Talk that shit. Why so serious? Hope you well. Now, when it's versus God of War versus Elden Ring, Christopher Judge, first of all, put me to sleep at the Game Awards. That's Kratos. That piece of shit was on the stage for 9 minutes. Get your punk ass out of there, Christopher Judge. Why the fuck you spending 9 minutes on the stage? Bitch. No time for that shit. You put me to sleep. Now, God of War went against Elden Ring. We knew exactly what happened. That was the highlight of the show. The best thing that happened at the Game Awards. Best thing that happened. Elden Ring dominated the Game Awards, and everybody was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?" People were begging, praying, and that. As Xbox guys, listen, we wanted to talk that shit. Al Pacino was like, yeah, Al Pacino was there. He's a waste of time as well. Top class actor, but he's a waste of time. Everybody were waiting for the moment and that. Boom! Elden Ring wins Game of the Year. Takes it. 2022 Game of the Year. God of War, people were crying like bitches. This is unfair. How the fuck did Elden Ring win versus God of War? I like the homie Dirk Griggity says, "You PlayStation motherfucking fans, you entitled pieces of shits, sorry. You think every PlayStation game deserves the Game of the Year? Every PlayStation game deserves a 90 rated Metacritic. You guys actually believe that? Enzo, what's good? What's good, my G? Why so serious? What is up? You guys actually believe that every PlayStation game deserves a award? First of all, one award it deserves award. It deserves a 90 rated Metacritic. All of that bullshit. I'm glad that God of War got buried, got destroyed by Elden Ring. I fucking love it. And yeah, 100% the fifth horse as well, Horseman. What's good? He got an award on a dice and did some. Yeah, who gives a shit about that, bro? But everybody talks about that one award, that one game award. The one when it comes to the main game awards, that's what they talk about. Jeff Keighley's the number one. Now, guys, God of War got slapped up. We knew that it was done and dusted. 2022 was over. We were happy. Ponies were crying like bitches on the street corners, selling their bitch ass for them $70 cross-gen games. We were cool. It was over. No, but Elden Ring continued to talk that shit. Elden Ring took it one step further. Took it one step further for us than that. In 2020, the game of the year was The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 was the game of the year for 2020. And it won a lot of awards. It had the number one title for the most awards. Yeah, Anthony, Tunic was a dope game, bro. Tunic was a dope game. Absolutely dope game. Now I'm gonna pull this back up now. Let me share my screen, guys. Lee, what is going on, my G? Now I'm pulling this back up, guys. As you can see on the screen, The Last of Us had the most awards games ever. The most awards ever. Elden Ring surpassed that today with 323 Game of the Year awards. You know what happened? People were upset. They were okay. Listen, Horizon Forbidden West, ALO got slapped a bitch, moved to the side. GT7 looks like dog shit. We know that. God of War, they were disappointed. Fair plays and that. But they were holding on for dear life. They go, listen, The Last of Us got the most awards. When you count all the awards together, The Last of Us has the most awards. But as of right now, as of today, that's been broken by Elden Ring. Elden Ring surpassed The Last of Us 2 to become the most awarded game ever. Ponies were happy with that shit. They were happy with that shit. They were extremely disappointed with that shit. They were crying like bitches, making excuses of saying it's not fair. Now, guys, you must be thinking, Sean, who was saying this shit? Do you have receipts? You bet your fucking bitch ass I got the receipts. I'm gonna pull that shit up in a minute. I've got the receipts. People were disappointed, upset, crying, entitled pieces of shit, like the homie Dirt will say. Now let me share my screen once again, guys. Hit that like button. And listen, before I get to them receipts, I want to show something here, guys. As you can see. Do you remember when people were making fun of Pentiment? Do you remember them making fun of that shit? And guys, listen, I was upset when I seen Pentiment. This is here. I'm pulling the shit here right now. Do you remember this shit, guys? This was on TTS. This is 1 versus 70. Now, guys, Horizon Forbidden West, people said the game is beautiful, Sean. The game is amazing. Technical masterpiece. Bitch! It didn't even win a single award. Not one award. Out of 170 global media outlets, it didn't win jack shit. Fuck all it won. Now, Pentiment, an Xbox game. Yo, that won what? It won the Screen Rant game. It won the award Game of the Year for Screen Rant. Imagine that shit, bro. You paying $70 and that bitch could have win one single award. Pentiment for $1 wins the award. Screen Rant Game of the Year winner. Talk that shit, player. But I digress. Let me continue with the main shit. Now, going back to the other shit. Let me hide this. When people said it's unfair, it was okay when when Horizon, GT7, God of War, they got fair plays and that. They were disappointed, but they were holding on for dear life. That got The Last of Us 2 was still the number one highest winning award game. But guys, when that got broken by Elden Ring, look at this. Look at the excuses, guys. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This guy named Rob Zombie, whoever the fuck he is. Elden Ring doesn't have the narrative, the score, the facial animations. You hear this shit, bitch? You PlayStation love pretty games. Pretty games, that's what I'm gonna repeat this once again. Elden Ring doesn't have the narrative, the score, the facial animations and the visuals, the sound design that God of War has. I played 5 to 6 hours of Elden Ring and I was bored. I really do not understand this. What don't you understand, you stupid motherfucker? What don't you understand? That a PlayStation game that looks pretty, it does look good. God of War is the best PlayStation 4 game I played on the PlayStation 5. And that is facts. These dudes are upset Absolutely devastated. What do we expect? Motherfucker, your game doesn't need to win every game of the years. It doesn't need to win every award. And you saying that when it comes to Elden Ring, it doesn't compete against God of War when it comes to the music, the facial animation, the visual, the sound design. And he said that you played 5 to 6 hours of Elden Ring and you were bored? Get your punk ass out of here. And let's move on to the next one. I need some water because I feel lightheaded. Because these ponies are making me mental. Let me have some water. Kruma, what's going on, my dear? Hope you well. Let me move to the next one. Here we go. And he's replying to someone, which I'll go back to that, guys. This dude named No Country for Good Men. Because how? How is this even possible? Without the strongest story or graphics this year, how the fuck did Elden Ring be become the greatest award game ever, the most awarding game ever? How is this possible? You see this shit, guys? Look at this shit now, guys. I'm telling you, look at this shit. These dudes are in disbelief. They can't believe it that a game that's not from PlayStation, a game that's not a first party IP, has been awarded the most Game of the Awards years ever over The Last of Us 2. It doesn't make sense. They can't process this shit. These motherfuckers can't process this shit. That their beloved Last of Us 2, which they were holding up for dear life, had the most awards, was destroyed by Elden Ring. This person goes, how? How is this possible? Without the strongest story, without the best graphics this year, how is that possible? Bitch! Let's move on to the next one. It gets even better. Xbox zoom in. Look at this. Darkborn 162. We know this guy's a pony. I can tell by his profile pic. Wow. This is really unfair to Horizon and God of War Ragnarok. I loved Elden Ring, but it felt like a long DLC from Dark Souls. Yo, this dude said it felt like a long DLC from Dark Souls. A long DLC? Yo, if you don't get your punk ass out of here, God of War was fucking DLC. Started off DLC. That's a 20-hour game. And you telling me that Elden Ring felt like DLC? Yo, you hear this shit, Bavarian 90. Shout out to you, homie. You see this shit? This is the shit I'm talking about. These dudes are devastated, upset. How is it possible a game that doesn't look good doesn't have the best graphics, the best combat to talk about, the best cutscenes, you name it? How does that beat games like Horizon, Forgotten West, and God of War Ragnarok? How is that possible? I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. These dudes are saying this shit. When I said me and Dirk Rickety have receipts all day, and we have the homies like Baveri 90 guys in the chat helping us collecting these receipts. We're not making this shit up. Let me move on to the next one. Now, this Sinclair goes Bloodborne over Elden Ring. Bitch, what happened? Who's the number one now? Who is the number one champion? Now, you guys, I know you were looking at these tweets, and the person that they were replying back to was Mr. P on that. And he's a PlayStation dude. He is a PlayStation dude. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me move that back. Now, this is the person they were replying to. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. What is this? What is this shit? Where the fuck is it, man? There we are. Xbox zoom in. Now, this was the person they were replying to. Yeah, Anthony, Life of Peace might be like Bloodborne. It was, it's official. So the receipts I showed you there This is the person they were replying to. It's official. Elden Ring has surpassed The Last of Us 2 as the most awarded video game ever. Ever. PYD goes, David Jaffe beard looks nasty, like a cheese and onion pasty. Talk that shit, play. Now they were replying back to to this shit, yeah. And as you can see, this is what he was replying to. This guy here, Darkbone goes, it's really unfair that Horizon and God of War Ragnarok. I love Elden Ring, but it felt like a long DLC. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Yo, people are to complete Elden Ring if you get a good run, first time playing, probably like 70 to 80 hours. But I know people who put in what 2, 3, 400 hours in that game. That game is crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. And this is what I'm talking about. These dudes are so upset. This is why I wanted to do a TTMS. It might be a short one, but this is why I wanted to do one. They expected every one of their games when it comes to Harad Sean is a pony. Oh shit, call me. What's going on, G? Hi, Drone TJ. What's good? What's good, player? What is good? Now, when it comes to was it Elden Ring versus the PlayStation games, when they started with Horizon Forbidden West, Forgotten West, sorry, whatever you want to call it, they were upset that that game got forgotten. Everybody was talking about Elden Ring. When GT7 came out, that was full of shit. Nobody even talked about that game. When God of War came out, it was talked about what for 2 minutes? Who's talking about God of War right now? Nobody. That game came and went over the weekend. Got destroyed by Elden Ring. PlayStation dudes were still holding on for dear life that The Last of Us 2's got the most awards when it comes to the game of the year winner. But that got taken by Elden Ring. Elden Ring's taking the spot. And these dudes out here talking about how is that possible? Elden Ring doesn't have mocap. It doesn't have the best facial animation. It doesn't have the best musical combat. How is that impossible? How is that possible? Dude, really? Carl Weeb, you playing a game right now. What game are you playing right now? I forgot. I forgot what game are you playing right now. You were disappointed or something. Now, guys, let me continue. Let me have some of these pony tears. Pony tears, premium pony tears. The sodium. This shit can handle it. Doom Reaper, yeah, because people like games, not movies with QTEs, bro. You know, when you play a PlayStation game, you know, after 1 minute, bro, you sitting down, you putting your controller to the side, and what? We fucking what? We watching that shit. We having popcorn. That's what we having. Callisto Protocol. How you finding that game, bro? All day protein. What's going on, my G TTS player? Now, Carl Weeb is, he's playing a game called Callisto Protocol. Vampire Survivors over God of Snow. Talk that shit, player. Talk that shit. I love it. You know, Danny. I absolutely love that shit. Where's this shit? Where is this shit? This is for you, bro. I got this box for you. Mark Malkin, what's going on, my G? Now, guys, if you remember this, let me share my screen before I continue talking about other shit. Whoa, why so serious is talking about? He's talking about this shit here. Let me pull it up. You see this shit? Vampire Survivors dominated the fucking Metacritic scores. You see this shit? Look at this shit. Look at the screen. Yeah, listen. For $1, you get a 95 rated game versus $70 a 94. What kind of bullshit is that? I know where I'm spending. I know where I'm spending about $1. Look at this shit. I'm spending on Vampire Survivors. That's where I'm spending it out. This is where I'm spending it out. I'd rather save that $70. I'm playing Vampire Survivors. Straight up. Why waste $70 on that bullshit? Why? Fucking pointless. That's why. Now let's get back. Let me continue talking of this shit. Let me get back to this shit. Where's this shit? Now, we always talk about on TTS and WBG. We always talk about. Hold on 1 second. Let me answer this for Carl. We've done. I'll continue because I wish games would focus. Like it's playing Callisto Protocol right now, so it's more talking about this game because I wish games would focus less on high production values and more on the immersive worlds, gameplay, and character development. Carl Weeb, you know why that game? Why that game? The reason why you're not enjoying that game, Carl Weeb. Do you know why, bro? Because that fucking you got 150 Sony developers help with the game and they fucked it up. 150 Sony developers helped with the game and they fucked it up. They went for the graphics, the facial animations. That's why they fucked it up. PlayStation devs, 150 Sony developers fucked it up. That's why. Now, guys, let me continue talking that shit. When we talk about this on TTS and WBG, guys, let me tell you something. When we talk about these ponies, you motherfucking ponies, keep moving that goalpost. Keep moving that goalpost. Honestly, dude, the way these guys can move the goalpost is fucking incredible. And I said, there's no fucking grass left. There's no grass left. But somehow they keep moving that fucking goalpost out of the stadium onto the motherfucking street corners. They keep doing that shit. Colby, am I lying? That's why that game is dog shit. Because PlayStation touched that bitch. 150 developers. We know exactly what happened there. We know what happened. But getting back to these motherfucking ponies. Ponies, hit that dislike button and get your punk ass out of there. Get your bitch out of there. Facts, bro. Fucking donkeys, cotes and that. That's what they are, all their proteins. Now, when I talk about moving the goalpost, but already 90 knows where I'm going with this. When I'm talking about moving the goalpost, these dudes, when it comes to Elden Ring, we know that's taken the most Game of the Year awards ever. It's the number one game when it comes to the game awards. Well, Game of the Year awards. It's the number one straight up. You know what these PlayStation dudes, what they're doing right now? Some of these PlayStation dudes, and this guy's a familiar dude. He's known on Twitter. I'm not sure if he does podcasting or is guest on podcasts. He's known on that. He's known to be a PlayStation dude, a pony on Twitter. Once again, guys, these dudes are moving the goalpost, which is fucking incredible. Somehow, even though Elden Ring has nothing to do with PlayStation at all, it's a multi-platform game. Elden Ring is a multi-platform game. Am I right on that, guys? Am I correct on that? Is Elden Ring a multi-platform game? Yes or no? It's on the PlayStation, it's on Xbox, it's on the PC as well. I'm right on that, aren't I? Nothing. It's not associated with PlayStation games. It's not a PlayStation IP. Nothing to do with that. Now I'm gonna share my screen once again, guys. And this is the shit I'm talking about. Somehow, somewhere, because Elden Ring took the top spot, slapped the shit out of Aloy, slapped the shit out of GT7, slapped the shit out of fucking God of War, then bitch slapped the motherfucking Last of Us 2. Bitch slapped it. You know what these ponies do? What these ponies try to do or trying to do on Twitter? They're trying to associate Elden Ring with fucking PlayStation somehow. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me have my pony tears before I start talking that shit. Listen, honestly, let me just Let me have some pony tears, please. Call me with the five because the goalposts aren't even it's not even in the same neighborhood anymore. It's impressive how effortlessly they move the goalposts with no shame. Facts, bro. Like guys, if you're looking at the screen, if you are looking at the screen right now, as I said before, Elden Ring is the number one game. If you're joining me right now, shout out to the 86 people. Hit that like button, guys. Share this out. Elden Ring destroyed all of PlayStation first party IPs this year. Well, last year. And number one game was Last of Us 2, the most award winning game ever. Elden Ring took that spot. Now, this motherfucking pony named Nick Marcel, a non motherfucking pony. Look what he said on Twitter. Two of the most awarded games of all time are both on PlayStation. You see this shit? What the fuck has Elden Ring? What's Elden Ring got to do with PlayStation? I know what this dude is trying to do. I know you fucking ponies, you dirty bastard ponies. I know exactly what you dudes are trying to do. We know. Trying to associate because Sony has a 14% stake in fucking Bandai Namco, whatever you want to call it. They're trying to claim, and we've seen this before, guys. They're trying to claim that Elden Ring is a PlayStation IP. A PlayStation IP. Now, Doom Reaper, yeah, he's not technically wrong, but what he's trying to do is that he's trying to put that with PlayStation, trying to associate it with PlayStation. That's what he's trying to do here right now. Trying to associate Reggie Lee, what's good, man? G Maurice Branch, what is up, player? He's trying to associate it because ponies before, if I could find them receipts, they were claiming that Elden Ring is a PlayStation IP. Yeah, From Software, sorry. From Software got a 10% stake or some shit. And From Software, Extreme D. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, player. They're trying to associate Elden Ring with PlayStation because they got a 10% stake. That's what I'm talking about this here on the screen. This is what they're trying to do right now. Trying to combine these two games, trying to say like, oh, PlayStation's got a 10% stake. Both of these games on PlayStation. He's reaching hard, 100% play. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. They'll try to keep moving the goalposts. It's incredible. Honestly. Tencent owns a lot of stake, 100%. Bavary. But we know when it comes to 5-10%, boom, Sony owns that shit. When it comes to Epic Games, boom, Sony owns Unreal Engine 5. We've seen that shit. We've seen that shit when Epic when they did that PlayStation demo. We've seen that shit happen. PlayStation owns like I don't know, a couple of percent. I got no idea how many percent. Unreal Engine 5 it belongs to Sony. Sony owns a stake in that shit. Unreal Engine 5, that demo was only available on PlayStation 5 because of the SSD. We heard that shit. We've seen that shit on Twitter. We talked about this shit on podcasts. Now what's next? What is the next goal? How are they going to move the goalpost once again? Paulie Baba, what's going on, my G? Hope you well. What is the next step now? Honestly, these guys are next level. I don't know what to say to these ponies anymore. Honestly, I've got no idea what to say to these ponies anymore. What the fuck, man? Crazy. It's crazy, bro. I see this shit. This site's not reset. What's this shit here? Have we got another one? Dudes are so upset about Elden Ring being. Listen, it's cool, Evan. What's going on, my G? It's cool that Elden Ring's become the number one award-winning game, but dudes are trying to justify it. They're trying to downplay this shit. They're absolutely trying to downplay. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. They're trying to downplay this shit once again. They look, Elden Ring has become the number one award-winning game. This dude's here replying to this. No, it didn't. Elden Ring Game of the Year awards are being tracked by reset error. People are looking for any minuscule, whatever the fuck that is, minuscule Game of the Year awards and adding it on. The website that tracked Game of the Year awards before is no longer updating it. And what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing? Dude, let it go. Elden Ring is the number one game. Let it fucking go. What's wrong? Unfucking believable. They're trying their best. This is bullshit. This ain't right. This is not a proper count. Elden Ring is not the number one game. Always call it what's going on, my G. MR2, what's good, my G? Facts, bro. They fucking hurt. They're trying their fucking best. Absolutely trying their fucking best. Trying to downplay because Elden Ring is the number one, number one game when it comes to the awards. Honestly, dudes, these dudes are crazy. And Bavari, I'm going to show you something. Bavari sent me this. Shout out to Bavari once again. Dragon's Blade 17 and what's good, my G? PlayStation 5 stupid stuff daily. Talk that shit, player. X Steel. What's good, my G? Now that dude saying, let me zoom into the shit. Let me zoom into the shit. Now that dude saying reset error. The reset error is full of shit. They're not. They shouldn't be counting it. We know what's happening here. Game of the Year tracker. Well, why is it takes two higher? Man, that's a bit interesting. So wasn't that? We'll talk about that later. The guy J, what's going on? Deploy 690. What's good, my G? Hope you well. Yeah, Bethesda will be Microsoft will be the number one publisher of this year, I believe. I actually do believe that. We'll definitely talk about more stuff. What they're gonna do what Bethesda is gonna do with their games this week on TTS this Friday. This is not from reset error. This is still counting. Total awards 331. That's crazy, bro. Crazy. And these dudes are trying their best. That's by the year. Right. Cheers, bro. They're trying their best. Let me pull this up 1 second. I can see what's going on. Yeah, 322, as you can see. Yeah, that's by the year. Thanks for that, bro. That's by the year. As you can see, guys, 322 awards for The Last of Us year in 2020. It Takes Two, what a fantastic game, guys. If you're not playing It Takes Two, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, Ultimate subscriber, it's an EA access. Definitely play that, but you need two players. Incredible game. Incredible story as well. The narrative is great in that game. Now, this is still in progress. Elden Ring. Incredible in that. Absolutely incredible. And these guys are saying reset error is full of shit. Absolutely full of shit. Once again, guys, they'll keep moving the goalpost every fucking time. They'll keep moving the goalpost. Honestly, that's the shit I'm talking about. No matter what, they will always keep moving the goalpost. The shit's crazy. Crispy Rambo, It Takes Two is incredible. Absolutely fantastic games, guys. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check it out, man. Honestly, like these dudes, it's crazy to see what these dudes are doing. How they cut for the games, how they try to justify the games as well. What's a Polo Cooper sent me? Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, Polo Cooper. I'll talk about the FT. I'll talk about it on Friday because I want to be lock and loaded. I want to have a good show on Friday. Dude, that's crazy, man. See that dude? No matter what, these PlayStation dudes are never happy. Never happy. The games can get great score. We've seen it with Horizon Forgotten West. That game got an 87 Metacritic. What did they do? Media bias. That game should be a 90 rated game. Dog shit GT7 got an 87. Media bias. Don't send the review copies out to Steve Weiber. They're giving the game 6, 7 out of 10. If God of War, let me tell you something. If God of War got below a 90, all hell would have broke loose. I'm telling you right now. If God of War got below a 90, these guys will be fucking dying. Absolutely crying and dying on them street corners. If that game got below a fucking 90. That's what would have happened. Let's be real in that. They were devastated that them Horizon Forbidden West and GT7 got below a 90. Imagine their beloved God of War got below a 90. That shit would have been crazy. I'm telling you right now, that shit would have been stupid. Rain G4, what's good, my G? Hope you well, play. Hope you well. And I know, guys, there's a lot of like news coming out about the FTC. I want to keep that. I want to keep it locked and loaded for TTS this Friday. We can have a great show then. TTS will be 1 p.m. this 1 p.m. Eastern this Friday, guys. So it'll be earlier than it'll be earlier. It'll be the official time. It'll be the official. This is funny though. Let me show you some memes before I close this shit out. Yeah, always call it. It's one of them, bro. It's one of them, innit? Some games deserve it, and you just that's what you do, bro. If it's a great game, it's a great game. But they're never happy. Never happy. Let me have some more ponytails before we close this shit out. Bugsy 2180, what's good, my G? Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, bro. This shit is funny. This shit's funny. Now, let me just scroll down. Hold on. It's messed up here. Call me with a 2. God of War isn't a 94. The game is a 8.5 at best. Do you know what, Call me? I give that game a 9 out of 10. You know, but a lot of people were upset. Not upset. A lot of ponies goes that game did not hit. I don't believe that game is a 94. I believe the game should be like a 89, maybe 90, maybe. It shouldn't be on the same level as the first one, in my opinion. But even Colin Moriarty, that piece of shit, goes that game's an 8.5. I can see that game being an 8, 8.5 all day, every day. I believe that. A lot of people will say that's an 8, 8.5. And that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Should he got a 94 Metacritic? It is what it is, play. We've seen what Sony does when it comes to media sites. They will blacklist them. Look what happened with Steve Weiver. They got blacklisted. Steve Weiver got blacklisted. Why? Because they give a low score to one of the games. This is funny before I close this shit out. Steve Weiver got blacklisted, guys. When Horizon Forbidden West came out, they got a review. I think Steve Weiver gave it like a 7, 7.5 or some shit. PlayStation was not happy. Ponies was not happy. Blacklist them, Sony. They tagged them. What did Sony do with GT7? They did not give them a review copy. They had to. Yeah, they agree 100%. I agree. It could be around the 8.5 mark. Easy. Easy. The pattern was, yeah, it had too much shit in there. I like the combat. The combat was good. Like it was just as good as it. It was refined. And the mapping system was definitely better, in my opinion. Now this is funny, guys. Look at this shit. They kill our boy Joel. How the fuck do you kill Joel in the first 2 hours of the game? That's nasty. That was nasty, that bro. Honestly, that was some nasty shit. Killing the homie within the first 2 hours. Now a lot of guys gonna be disappointed. You know, a lot of these ponies they're gonna be devastated that Elden Ring has taken the number one spot for the most Game of the Year awards. Took out Last of Us. Yeah, combat was dope in God of War. I enjoyed it. Dope game. You know, but like I can see a lot of things like what people are saying. 8.58. It's fair plays. It is what it is. But don't let the pony see that, bro. They'll start crying. You know what they'll do on Twitter? They'll go after you, bro. They'll make it personal, these ponies. You can't give a PlayStation game below a 9. We know that, bro. We've seen this happen many, many times. Many, many times. But someone gives a PlayStation game a low score. That game is only 8 out of 10. What happens? You can't do. You can't say that. Look at the graphics. Look at the facial animations. Look at the cutscenes. 10 out of 10. We know this, bro. We've seen this happen so many times. That's what I'm talking about. They don't like it when you give the PlayStation games below a 9. Let's be honest, guys. And this year alone is going to be interesting because the only first party announced is Spider-Man 2. I want to see what's going to happen this year. We're going to have a lot of fun. ZeniMax, Bethesda like Starfield, Redfall, Motorsport. They could drop another game on top of that as well. We got Ghostwire Tokyo coming to the Xbox this year as well. It's going to be a big year for us as well. It's going to be a big year for us, 100%. Yo, Jagaj, I'm a melon, you POS. But yeah, shout out to Elden Ring for destroying every PlayStation game. Shout out to, it's been an entertaining year. Even though we didn't have one first party AAA game last year, we got to remember, guys, they announced the Activision deal, $70 billion, $78 billion. Let me pull up that thing before I continue. 8 out of 10 is a great score, but these entitled pieces of shits hate unless it's a 9 or above, 100%. They hate it. Absolutely hate it. Let me start sharing my screen. Now, guys, listen. There we are. Last year, you gotta remember, they announced the Activision deal. That was a $70 billion deal. That's still going. It's looking good for us right now. Would it close this year? It probably still close. I'm hoping they close by July. The way it's looking good right now. We'll definitely talk about that on TTS. They dropped like the smaller games, like like Pentiment, Grounded. They dropped like global publishing game As Dust Falls. You got your High on Lives. Was it the best year for AAA games for like first party? No, for 2022. But the way 2023 is looking, let's not forget 2022. They announced some big things, especially the Activision deal. That shook the motherfucking internet. It shook the industry. Let's keep it real. 2023, guys. The games that line up, even the second and third party games lineups, is looking fucking crazy. The amount of games that's coming out in 2023 from the first party and the third party and second party deals is looking fucking crazy. Honestly, I can't wait for that. It's insane how much is going to be coming out. I think this is going to be one of the best year and the biggest year for Game Pass this year when it comes to content, from the AAA space to the double A's and the single A's. It's going to be one of the most brutal years. 2023 will be it'll be an incredible year for the first party and Game Pass content. $2 Dragon Blade with a $2. Sub 90 Metacritic games are ponies kryptonite. Facts, bro. Facts. Oh, my neck's getting stiff, bro. Facts, man. Talk that shit, play. They might announce a PlayStation Slim at this CES today, I believe. We'll talk that shit about that. We'll see how that bitch looks. Primus Gamer, what's going on, G? Gabs, what's good, bro? I hope you well. $2 whore. But that's what I'm talking about, player. 2023 is going to be a massive, massive year. And I can't wait for that shit, bro. It's going to be incredible. The amount of content that's coming, and you got the first party. It's going to be a big year, guys. And I can't wait I can't wait for the Xbox event as well. It's looking really good as well. When the Xbox event happens, I'm hoping Xbox. Guys, when do you think the Xbox event's going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen at the end of this month or early February? I wonder when that's gonna happen. I'm looking forward to that, man. I really hope we get a confirmation on dates. Even like just Starfield, Redfall, Motorsport, some of the Life of P updates on them games. Deploy's hoping is January. Smitty Smith is in Feb. Let's hope we got Age of Empires launching this year as well. Let's say Ghostwire Tokyo, bro. Even though that game came out for the PlayStation 5 because it was a time exclusive. That's coming to the Xbox this year in March, I believe it will be. So I'm telling you this, the first 6 months is going to be very heavy. And if they can manage to pull off Hellblade 2 this year as well, bro, what a heavy year. A great fucking year as well. Let's be real. Xbox needs to do something. Some of the top Xbox guys are fed up. Yeah, they will do it. And this is the year because like when it comes to Starfield, they put up the official support page. So that I believe Starfield's coming out in March. I could be wrong. I believe I might talk about it. I might do a video about that Starfield and Redfall. Why I think it's coming out in March and why Redfall's coming out in May. I might do a video about that. Drop it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might just talk about it on TTS. But guys, honestly, what a great show, man. Shout out to every one of you guys dropping by. We got 90 people here. What a great show, man. What a fucking great show, man. I appreciate every one of you guys for dropping by, man, talking that shit. Honestly. And like I said about Halo, everybody knows Halo. Listen, guys. Halo is though. I'll let Eddie Murphy say. Halo is
the whole Babylon.
facts, bro. And every one of you motherfucking ponies, fuck every one of you ponies. Keep working them street corners, you nasty pieces of
big, fat, nasty, greasy, fat, stank, bloated, cheesy, backed, 12 sandwich eating bastard.
That's it, bro. Talk that shit. How dare you, you dirt gritty. How dare you play? How dare you? You're dead. Why don't you grow some hair on your fucking... Grow some hair there. Grow some hair on top. Upside play. Why don't you grow some hair up there, bro? How does it feel to be bald? You were bald at 19. You were bald at 19, bro. Look at this. Look at this hair here, there. This is not a wig. This is some real shit. Look at that shit. You're there. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. That's what we call hair, bro. I know it's been a minute. I know you don't need to comb your hair anymore, dude. But listen. Pure shit. Primus Gaming was... Oh, shit. Primus Gaming, are you bald as well? Oh, shit. Primus Gaming, are you bald? Look there. These are sideburns. Which side is there? Yeah, whatever they call it. Sideburns there. I know you don't have sideburns anymore. Dev goes, Sean's a fucking light-skinned Georgia Lopez. Talk that shit. The ball gang. I'm an Alcover G. Come on, player. When do you lose your hair? We're talking about people losing hair. Unbelievable. Recorder Islam with the two. Isa lace front. What's that? Isa lace front. All right. I got you, player. Don't worry about it. Look at this. Look at this here. Nice beard here. Hair here. Primus Gaming goes is bold as fuck. Your Primus Gaming. All I say to you, the ball gang, listen. I'm gonna say one thing to the ball gang.
Nigga, you never know you're gonna need some Vaseline, my nigga.
Talk that shit, put Vaseline on your bald head, you POSs. Hassan Abu Zaid, member for 7 months, TTS player. Listen, Hassan Abu Zaid, I hope you've been well, man. I'm not seeing you around as well quite often. I hope you've been well. Had a good New Year's as well. And hopefully see you in the chat. Good shit. Look at this shit. Look, let's get the guns out. Look at the guns. Look at the guns. Look at that shit. Talk that shit. Who's got hair in the chat? Shout out to the bald gang in the chat. Shout out to the bald people. Let's everybody give them a clap. It's tough for these guys. It's absolutely tough for the bald gang. Everybody in the chat, just give him a shout out. Give him a shout out. $2 from Onyx. Alos has more facial hair than Dreamcast, guys. Talk that shit, player. I love it. Talk that shit. Now, what has Dirt? Has Dirt said something funny? Has he said actually something funny? Let me see the shit. Oh, shit. They're coming after Dirt Gritty, and I fucking love it. Even though he's not on the panel today, he will be on the panel this Thursday with me. He's the co-host of TTS as well. Go after Dirt. Take the piss out of him. Don't stop. Keep talking that shit, player. Keep talking that shit, and I love it. Honestly, dude. Shout out to the bald people in the chat. And shout out to the guys with the hair in the chat as well. So good, player. So good. Yeah, Hyper Fan Gaming Community Game Night. I'm gonna get back on it, man. I want to try to do something this month, bro. We need to get back on it. We'll definitely get back on it, man. Enzo goes, look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Now, listen, my bald brothers in the chat. Shut up. Listen, my bald brothers in the chat. Enzo goes, I am bald, but I still get bitches. I still get bitches. They're going to eat for 7 months. Remember, for 7 months, Sean eats egg rolls, dips them in hot dog juice. Oh, come on, play. That's nasty, that player. That's nasty, player. That's nasty. Dragon Blade goes, he chooses to be bald. Are you sure about that, Dragon Blade? Are you sure about that? You choose to be bald. BK Big Tone talking that shit. Listen, who's bald in the chat? Put a thumbs up who's bald in the chat. And don't say I choose to be bald. Or I still get bitches. You ain't getting shit, motherfuckers. You ain't getting shit. You bald ass motherfuckers. You ain't getting nothing. When's the last time you had buns? Dirk Rickety doesn't have an option. Fair plays, but you dudes are out here claiming I choose to be bald. Anthony, don't start that shit, Anthony. Do not start that shit, Anthony. Honestly, don't start that shit. You choose to be bold. Don't start that shit, you guys. Let me put my head up a bit more so it pisses you bald guys off. This is how you get bitches, guys. This is how you get bitches. When you see a bitch and that, you be like this, yo, baby, what's happening? Me and you, baby, we can make it. But when you're a bald guy and that, you put a cap on. You put a bob hat on. You're hiding that shit. You don't come and say, me and you, baby, can make it. You run away like bitches. Mark goes, I'm still a virgin. Oh, shit. Whose kids are them? I got 2 kids, Mark. Look at that. I choose to have hair. Imagine having a choice. Alex goes, fuck you, Sean. That's so big. Now listen to me. I can choose to have hair or choose not to have hair. What an option. I'm like the Xbox. The options are everywhere. I can have Baby Bro. I can have the Series X. I can have Game Pass. I can buy my game, play my games on the PC, tablet, mobile phones. I'm like Xbox. You guys are like Sony PlayStation. The only option is you play your games on the PlayStation day one. You guys are like, you remind me of the PlayStation 5. That big bitch of a console, PlayStation 5, that ugly looking pregnant bitch, PlayStation 5. That's who you guys remind me of. Us dudes with hair, we have the option. Options are great, you know that. Absolutely fantastic. Yo, Dirt, we know this, Dirt. Listen, we seen that prom picture. You took your cousin's sister to the prom. We seen that shit, Dirt. Don't start that shit. Your comment was removed. Who removed the comment? You got an afro. Which comment was removed, Raiden Blade? I don't see any comments removed. Ricardo Islam's out. You listen, Ricardo is a POS as well. That dude rang up at Rocky with a chat on TTS and it was making food and talking that shit. He's a talented dude. He was cooking some onions, you know, cutting some bacon, the nasty POS. Who's deleting the comments? Who's deleting comments? Yo, whoever's deleting comments, yeah, make sure you don't delete comments, bro. These are the homies, bro. Don't delete comments. Unless it's a fucking pony. They can get their punk ass out of here. You get your punk ass out of here. Why is everybody saying I look like George Lopez for? What kind of shit's that? $2 from Ricardo Islam. The back of dirt. The back of dirt head looks like a stack of Rellos. What the fuck's Rellos? What is Rellos? Is that some American stuff? Your dirt, are you gonna take this shit? Your dirt, are you gonna take this shit? The back of dirt's head looks like a stack of Rellos. Ricardo's whooping your ass, player. Ricardo is whooping your ass. I am the Prince of Dubai. I am the Prince of Dubai. I'm the king of the motherfucking jungle. Talk that shit. People saying I look like Freddie Mercury. Oh shit. Don't look like Freddie. So just get the mustache like that. Bit of Freddie Mercury going on. Rolos. You look like a bunch of Rolos, alright. I was thinking that Rolos candy, not Rellos. What the fuck's Rellos? Ricardo Islam. What the fuck's going on, play? We're talking about Rellos, bro. Rellos. He's talking about Rellos. I'm talking about Rolos. Ricardo Islam.
The fuck?
Shit. What are you talking about? POS. Oh, it's cigars. Oh, right, it's cigars. You POSs. He's not talking about Rolos the sweet or something. You guys, do you actually think I look like Fred Flintstone? A bit for tan as well. POS. I look like Gabriel Iglesias. Oh, come on. He's a funny dude as well. A funny dude as well. But anyway, boys, it's time to close this shit off. Enough of the bold jokes. Enough of me looking like Freddie Mercury, Fred Flintstone, whatever you want to call it. The forgotten one, I know what the roller is. I know what rollers are. Unless you spell it different in America. Because we have them here. Yabba dabba do, you motherfuckers. Anyway, dudes, listen. It's time to close this shit out. Come on, guys. We've been talking that shit for a minute. It's time to close it out. Shout out to you guys for dropping by. 92 people still here. Still want to talk that shit. Still want to talk that shit. And I know you guys. TTS is Friday. Me and Dirk Griggity will be talking that shit. We will be talking that shit. 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK time. And I can't wait. This Friday, we'll definitely be talking about some of Starfield, talking about Redfall, talking about FTC bullshit. And the homie Hassan Abu Zaid with a 10. Shout out to you. Salute, bro. Honestly, respect to you, man. Respect to every one of you guys here, bro. Honestly, shout out to you guys, man, for dropping by. Yeah, where is he? Anthony Rollo. That's what we call him here. Yeah, we call him that. That's what we call him. If you're using melon, I ain't coming. Listen. You're dead. And this, listen to me one thing before I go. Every one of you bald guys in the chat, this is for you. I actually mean this from the bottom of my heart. I actually believe in this as well. Every bald person in the chat right now, this song is for you.
Boy, you a POS, you might as well deal with it. Boy, you a POS, and you ain't got no bitches. No bitches, yeah.
No bitches, yeah. That's what you guys, that's for the bald people out there. That is for the bald people out there. You guys are POSs and you get no bitches. That's what it's about. Straight up. How does that feel, both people in the chat, my brothers? How does it feel when you guys are pieces of shit and you get no bitches? Does that make you feel good? Does that make you feel happy inside? You know, guys, I'm fucking with you and that, man. You know, I'm messing about with you. We can do the ball joke, the Fred Flintstone. Dirt looks like. Yo, listen, Dirt. I'm gonna keep it. Oh man, I love the Pakistani. Big shout out to Wala. Smithy Smith and that. Wahala. You know, Deploy 690. Shout out to you, my homie. Yeah, the new narrative is Xbox doesn't have a VR. Don't nobody give a fuck. Yeah, let me get that clip for you, bro. Let's be honest on that. We are. Really, we are. Let's PSVR 2.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
That PSVR 2 ain't shit. That bitch will be dead in no time. Extreme D's goes, he's got dreadlocks, so I'm good. Talk that shit. So you getting bitches all day. You getting bitches all day, every day. Talk that shit. Your dudes are fighting in the chat. I think you should come in. Let's try to do Rocket. I think you and Dirt should come in and talk that shit. Yo, listen, before I go, let's see if this shit works. Let's see if this shit works. Where's this shit? Let me add a guess. Let me add a guess before I go. If any of you bold guys in the chat want to defend yourself, actually want to defend yourself, I don't know if this is going to work. The link's in the chat. Ricardo Islam and Dirt Gritty, get your bitch ass in here and defend yourself. You guys are talking that shit in the chat. The link's in the chat right now. If any of you bold motherfuckers want to come and talk that shit, the link's in the chat. Ricardo and Dirt, you want to hash it out. If you want to squash this beef, the link's in the chat. Verge Brizzle, what's good, my G? The link's in the chat. If you want to hash this out right now, Dirt Griggity and Ricardo Islam, the link's in the chat. Drop by and say what's up and say what you want to say to each other, and then we'll end the show. We will end the show. Dirt Griggity, you talking that shit in the chat. Ricardo's talking that shit. Listen, the link's in the chat. Both of you get your punk asses in here right now and hash it out. Whatever you want to say it right now. Say it right now. Or any of you guys, just jump in. We got Dirt Griggity here right now. Look at this shit. Listen. Take that hat off. Take that hat off.
No, I ain't taking it off, you piece of shit. I'm bald.
Look at that shit.
You piece of shit.
Ricardo, where the fuck are you? Ricardo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Pulled up. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
You piece of shit. How dare y'all crack jokes on me? Damn it. I hate you all. How dare you. Fuck you, Sean.
Nah,
Melon is dog shit.
It is dog shit. You're right. I'll admit it. Now, Dirt, what do you want to say to Ricardo Islam? Ricardo, where the fuck are you?
Ricardo Islam is 4'10".
Is he short on Luke, eh?
Yeah, he's 4'10". And he wears size 6 shoe in men's.
Defend yourself. Are you gonna defend yourself, Ricardo?
And PYD is a piece of shit also.
Come on, defend yourself. Dirt's talking that shit to you guys in the chat.
PYD is a piece of shit too. PYD play Xbox, crossing his legs with his legs hanging, swinging. Piece of shit. PYD look like PYD like a dehydrated Rob Van Dam. Piece of trash. And Sean, fuck you too.
Yeah, PYD is a white skinned dude, isn't he?
He a light skinned dude, yeah, but he look.
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know. I question that, bro. He claims that he's a light skinned brother and that, but I don't know. He might look whiter than me. You know, I can't trust PYD. PYD, pull up the links in the chat.
PYD got his nails painted the French like a French manicure. Piece of shit. Got pink toenail polish. Chocolate thunder. I'm leaving, Sean. I gotta go back to work.
Oh man, I wanted you to go one-on-one with Ricardo Islam, but he's not pulling up. He's afraid.
Yeah.
He's afraid.
Put the camera on my head. Hell no. Why am I do that? Piece of shit.
Yo, Jagaya J, hop in on that. If you want to talk that shit, hop in for 1 second, Jagaya J. Let's see if dog shit phone works. So, Dad, why the fuck did your phone work straight away?
I don't know. Because of the Android? I don't know.
Is it because you pay your bills on time?
Let me try it on my iPhone. Hold on. Let me see.
Try the iPhone, bro. Let me drop you out. Well, you can jump in. Let me just drop the link in.
All right.
The link's in the chat. You guys, why the fuck does the Degradity phones works in 2 seconds, and then your lot does not work? What the fuck is going on?
Let me see. What is going on? Let me see. Okay, let me see this iPhone shit. Hold on, Sean. Let me see.
All right, bro.
Oh shit. Let me try Safari.
Look at this. Door dashing. Oh shit.
They say I'm DoorDash. Oh man.
Let's see, play. Deploy goes, I love my iPhone. Let's see if your iPhone works. The link's in the chat. Allow access to the mic. And let's go. Yeah, was it before we close the show out, bro? You're there. You said the FTC shit. We'll have something good to talk about this week. All right. I muted that one now. You muted on the burnt chocolate one.
Look at this. Oh shit! Let me mute this. Hold on.
Which is the iPhone? Look at this shit. This is your iPhone here, bro. The one.
This one is my iPhone.
So it's working. Look at that shit. iPhone is dog shit. Complete dog shit. But you know, you look better with the iPhone, though. It's making you look whiter. How's that making you look whiter? You see this shit?
My iPhone is newer than my Android.
All right. It's making you look whiter. How's that possible? Look at that shit.
Because I'm actually light skinned. I can't get the shit right.
That's crazy. It's giving you more color. Look at that shit.
Hey, Shy, you a piece of shit.
Look at that shit. You look better on the iPhone.
Hold on. Burnt chocolate is the iPhone.
Yeah.
Chocolate Thunder is Android.
Yeah. You look lighter in the iPhone.
Yeah.
Shit.
But my Android is 2 years old. I'm going to get a new one this year.
Ricardo, stop being a punk. Stop being a punk. And come into the links there, bro. The link's there. Yo, guys, I'm not tripping on what? Before you go there, I'm not tripping on what? Did Dirt look better on the iPhone?
I'm sure I did.
No cap, you look lighter. They give you like more color or some shit.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm not lying, bro. But shout out to you guys, you know, shout out to Elden Ring there. Elden Ring destroyed them, bro. Let's see when Dirt comes back on that. Oh shit, Rico's here. Rico, put your volume down. What's going on, player?
Hey, Rico,
Rico.
you POS.
I don't get it why they can't get it working. Don't understand.
I don't know why mine worked. I don't know.
Oh, she got Devin here as well. What is Devin? What up, Dev?
What's good, you piece of shit?
Are you on your mobile phone, Dev?
Yeah.
Why the fuck? I don't understand. Why the fuck are these guys getting on some con connect? I don't get that.
I don't know.
POS. Rico can't do shit. Rico, you bum.
I don't know. I'm on an iPhone right now.
So he's on the iPhone right now,
Oh,
there, and
shit.
it's worked.
Yeah, I'm on an iPhone too. I don't know.
I don't think they're allowing the access to some shit. I think they might have blocked it or something. So it doesn't let them do it.
Oh yeah, you gotta allow your mic and shit. Yeah.
You allow your mic and all that bullshit. I think these guys have blocked it, and that's it. It won't get the option again to open it. I reckon that's what's happened. You pieces of shit.
Yeah, you gotta allow your mic.
I know you gotta open it with Safari.
Yeah. I opened it with Safari. Yeah.
I tried to do it with Chrome and it didn't work, so I opened it with Safari.
The homie Primus,
too,
what's good, G?
Oh shit, Primus.
Yeah, bald head gang.
Take
Bald
that shit off.
head
Take that shit
gang.
off. Let me give you the spotlight.
Yeah.
Let me get the
Hey, talk
spotlight.
that shit, Primus.
That boy is pretty.
What's going on, G?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Oh, good
Chilling,
playing, man. People are saying there's two Dirk Griggity's here.
That shit ain't working.
They said there's two Dirk Griggity's. They said the double POSs. Look at that shit.
Double POS. How dare you? Oh, man.
I'm at work too, man. I gotta get ready to go. I just want to show up and represent for the bald head folks.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go,
Primus, when the last time we got some buns?
Last night, Sean.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Sean.
It's no problem. It's no problem whatsoever.
Now, my brothers in the chat, my bald head brothers in the chat, look up to Primus and Dirk Griggity. It still can be done. You still can get buns, even though if you're bald. It's possible.
You can still get buns. You can still get buns.
Oh, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Primus and that, man. Shout out to, that Primus. You come here week in, week out supporting WBG and TTS, man. And I just love it, bro, man. I love it.
Yeah,
no doubt,
thanks,
no
bro.
doubt.
We appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt, all the time, man. Let me get back to work before I get fired.
Yeah,
take care, player. I'm gonna close it out now, anyway.
I'm gonna go back to work, Sean. You piece of shit.
Yabba dabba do, bastard.
Yabba dabba do.
All right, fellas. Peace out, man.
Take care, player. Let me close this shit out. POS. I don't know why it says error, but guys, listen, we will be on StreamYards this Friday. We will be on StreamYards and it should be working fine, guys. But shout out to every one of you guys in the chat for talking that shit. Shout out to Primus, Jagai J, and all these guys. Dev coming in as well. Dirk Rickety. Jagai goes, Primus looks like a mix of Dirt and Asante. Funny shit, player. Funny shit. Now, guys, I want to close it out. Does anybody want to come in before we go? King Solomon 86, married life. Bro, of course, married life, you get it all day, every day. You can have a fucked up haircut. It doesn't make a difference. But anyway, guys, let's close this shit out. Let me close this shit out. Great show on that. I might do a video tomorrow talking about Starfield and Redfall. But TTS this Friday, me and 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK time. Take care and be safe, my homies. Honestly, be safe, man. Married. Everybody's married as well. Talk that shit. We out.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
Ah, shit. You motherfuckers know what time is it. hit that motherfucking like button. And you motherfucking ponies, hit that dislike button and get the fuck out of here, you soft motherfuckers. And ponies, Jim Ryan lied to you and pimped your bitch ass till the end of the west side. You motherfucking ponies know what to do. Walk down that street corner, twerk your motherfucking ass, then put your bitch ass hands out and sell your bitch ass for those $70 games, you soft motherfuckers.